This week on Lone Lobos.
Shut up, Grandad.
Shut up, Grandad.
Wait, that was one?
Yeah.
And welcome to the stage. Shut up, Grandad!
Yeah, my parents had to sign the record deal.
Really?
Yeah, that was super not cool as a teenager.
Yeah. Damn Kooks.
Yeah.
God damn.
I know what it
That's-
is.
They're just...
That's very good.
Really?
That's really good. The irony is that, like, kook in Swedish means
3, 2, 1, go!
come on.
Welcome, everybody, to a super fucking awesome episode of this podcast. This is the Lone Lobos podcast. You may notice today Xolo is not with us. That's because he's super lame. But today we have the two best guests we've ever had in the history of Lone Lobos. This is the Kooks, Mr. Hugh Harris and Luke Pritchard.
Hello. Thank you so much. What a kind intro. We're so
Yes.
happy to be here.
I'm
It's
clapping
amazing.
ourselves. Do you not clap when we get introduced?
I don't know. It could be a faux pas.
Yeah, it could be.
I like
Is that
that.
the etiquette? Do you clap yourself?
I would say so.
I think we can
Yeah,
clap
why not?
ourselves.
So I've been a Kooks fan for a very, very long time. My brother and Mr. Adam are in the background. They're here watching
Dudes.
because we all love the Kooks so much. You guys, how would you classify your guys' self? Would you say indie rock or what would your
Well, yeah. I mean, indie rock, naughties.
naughties?
Genreless.
I mean, they say this indie sleaze now,
Indie sleaze.
which is the term. But I mean, we find that a little bit. I don't know. I like. I'll go naughties indie.
Naughties indie.
I don't know. I don't think we've really subscribed to that, man. Do you- I mean, I don't want to
It's a
sound
good
like,
Mick Jagger that.
but yeah,
was a good
in our
Mick Jagger.
cave. I don't think we really constrain ourselves to certain genres, but yeah, like it comes from rock and indie, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But I think we always felt slightly outside of the scene.
Okay.
But maybe every band thinks that.
Yeah.
We're so
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
But we were part of that kind of movement. I mean, it was a really cool time because it was like the New York scene, predominantly the Strokes and stuff like that, and White Stripes, had kind of come over, bringing rock and roll back, and then we kind of answered it. It was like us and like Franz Ferdinand and people like that, and it was a cool time for guitar bands.
Yeah. Wow. And when did you guys start? It was like 2004. Or?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, 2004. It's a minute.
Wow.
It's been a
Yeah,
while.
we met. I was busking, but I wasn't. But I didn't have a cap out for money. But I was just playing guitar on the street. And
Just a public service.
yeah, or just annoying people. It depends how you look at it. But it's true. And we were going to the same college, but we hadn't met.
Yeah.
And
Well, I knew you from Brit school. Like, there's this kind of, that's our version of, I guess, like fame school.
Okay.
Like, there's people dancing in the corridors. You
Oh,
can do
whoa.
drama
it's a cool
production,
place.
theatre. You can do music, and that's our kind of version of the performing
Art
tarts
school.
school.
Wow.
We say performing tarts, and it's
Performing
basically
tarts.
where we went, and we knew of each other, but we weren't.
We were 2 years apart.
introduced.
And
Right.
So like at school, that's quite a big
Yeah.
gap, isn't it? So anyway, yeah. So then you came up to me in the street and was like, "I can make that song better."
I
And he
didn't
was
say
right.
that. I did not
That
say
is true.
You're good,
You
but you
inti-
could be better.
intimated that.
I
and
was
I was
not
like,
that.
I need this, and he
No,
was the most
I was-
exceptional guitar player.
I was
and he
like,
come-
that. What the heck is that chord you're playing? Well, I've never seen anything like it. It was like a sus something or other, and it sounded cool,
yeah,
and I wanted to
that's like
learn
my
it.
theory.
And there we go. The rest is, as they say.
Yeah, and here we are, still striving.
Yeah, yeah.
So then what are your guys' main influences, you would say?
Well, I mean, Bob Dylan, the Kinks, for me, Everly Brothers. Like I
cool.
grew up on like a lot of that kind of like almost country stuff, like harmonies. So that was where I was kind of coming from. But like as you said, we all kind of had different influences, which is. So you were more.
So I was in a soul band before the Kooks, called Our Soul, OURSOUL. Thanks very much.
Did you come up with that?
Our Soul. No, that was selected for us.
I thought it was Soul Solid Crew.
There was a few names.
Okay.
Yeah, we operated under Soul Solid Crew. And I was in a funk metal band before funk metal was a thing. I swear we invented that in Sussex. Before Limp Bizkit, before Incubus.
Funk metal. That's cool.
Yeah.
So you had a
quite
ton of
weird.
influences coming into this.
Yeah. It was pretty like all over the place. Yeah, I didn't. But before that, I was in operas before I played guitar as well. So I thought Puccini was cool before I listened to Jimi Hendrix. So there was a whole salad of influences.
I'm just like, wow. I need to broaden my musical vocabulary, I guess.
No, stay in the box. It's cozy.
Puccini is cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. So what was it? I mean, I've been to England once.
No way.
Just once.
Cool.
I would love to see you guys
come over,
perform.
come stay.
Yeah, in England at some time. But you guys are from Brighton?
Well, I'm actually from London.
Okay.
But I went to college in Brighton. But
Okay,
I'm from
nice.
South London.
Oh, cool.
Forest Hill. Big shout out.
Forest Hill.
In fact, Crystal Palace just won the cup. Not that I really follow football, but my local team just won the FA Cup for the first
Heck
time.
yeah.
Soccer, that is.
That's
Yeah,
soccer.
yeah.
Football.
Which is quite a big deal. But
Footy.
Hugh's from near Brighton. Footy, yeah.
Jagger's back again, isn't he? What was that? Sorry. What did you say?
You were from like near Brighton.
I grew up all over, but yeah, mainly teenage years near Brighton, in a small town called Lewis.
And
Yeah.
then how would you say, you know, 'cause you're talking about the Strokes in the New York scene, and how would you say London sort of and Brighton influenced your guys' music, like early on?
Well, it's just so many bands. I mean, it was like every pub just had music going on, so it was quite electric. Brighton was quite inspirational in a way because it was on the seaside, and it was it's a very kind of it's like a quite bohemian kind of town, quite loose, quite folky. So I think that had a bit of influence. But I don't know. I mean, it was mainly like old stuff. If I was to be totally honest, like, I just wanted to like I wanted to do old music. That was kind of the way I was thinking, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. I think you always end up kind of creating something new because you're young and you're doing something in a different era. But I just wanted to make rock and roll and folk music.
Yeah.
And then it kind of came out like that. And when I met the guys, it was like this melting pot of different kind of styles.
But in a fashion way, I always think about Brighton as an influence because we were there. We were dressed. We'd buy like winkle picker boots, tight jeans, tight shirts, and
Levi's
women's clothes.
Yeah.
Really?
Women's clothes.
But like in Brighton, that didn't look super kooky. But as soon as we left Brighton, we were like, oh, okay, yeah, we're getting beaten up now. this is definitely left of centre.
That's true.
And so
You're like, oh, this is different.
Oh, right, okay, I'll just fold my
So
cuff
true.
back.
So true.
Yeah. So where did the name is that kind of where the name originated from, or?
The name is from the David Bowie song.
Okay,
Kooks,
cool.
Which is a really cool song on Hunky Dory about the birth of his first child.
Oh, whoa.
And I think it just sort of I guess the meaning as well, because we, like Hugh said, we were all quite different, so it kind of felt like we were kind of a strange bunch.
This
So it
little
just sort of
amalgamation
seemed
of
to
Kooks.
work.
Yeah.
And it's snappy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And my name's Luke, so it was like Luke Kook. That really
Yeah.
worked. These little things. It's like when you're like 18 or whatever, and you don't think necessarily so far ahead. It's amazing 20 years later.
But
It's
it,
like still
also, like
using the name.
he was such a paternal figure to a lot of bands as well in art and music and fashion. And I think like to name, I guess, a band after that song, we're all children of Bowie in one way or another. And that song being about the birth of his child, there's a really nice kind of thing that I think you and I were trying to tap into, maybe on a personal level as well. And I think in a time where bands were competing with each other for gigs and for airspace, and there was this kind of quite brutal environment, kind of slaggy environment, like slaggy offy. I guess that means like cussy.
Roasting.
Oh, really?
There's a lot of
Bands
roasting.
really roast each
Yeah.
other.
Oh, wow.
It was kind of fun,
Slag each other off.
but it was also it sometimes went too far. But yeah, people. That
Oh,
was the
dang.
culture.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if that was a thing so much in the States, but it was like in England, it was really because like that tabloid mentality, wasn't it? It was like everyone was kind of would roast all the other artists.
Whereas like we
Wow.
could have just combined and united and just had a really nice time.
But
Instead
no,
of
conflict breeds
but-
creativity.
Oh,
That's the-
yeah,
that, I did
depression.
not know that England had that.
Competition. Yeah.
Wow,
real.
brutal.
It's not really
it was fun.
reported on here, but yeah, it was crazy. It was just mean.
Were there? They're like, them damn kooks.
Yeah.
God damn.
I know what
That's-
They're just
That's very good.
really.
That's really good. Don't stop.
You've only been to England once.
Yeah, keep it going. I'll try. Wow, that's
That was quite a It's quite a
Yeah.
quintessential British rock star accent.
this one.
That one you just
Yeah.
did.
All right,
It was like Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
Quite.
As long as I'm not, dude, who's the guy from Mary Poppins?
Dick
who's
Van
got
Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke. As long as I'm not, as long as I don't do the Dick Van Dyke accent. I know he's very beloved, and that performance is hilarious. But I don't want to dip into that one.
You much streaks ahead of Dick Van Dyke.
Okay,
You
I'll take
did
it.
it,
I'll
man.
take it.
You did it.
Oh yeah, I do gotta ask. Were there any other band name options? Like, were you guys ever arguing about different band names, or was it always like
There were
we
a
are
few,
the
but they were
Kooks?
rubbish. They were so weird.
Shut up, Grandad.
Shut up, Grandad.
Wait, that was one?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Shut up. What do you think?
Shut up, Granddad.
I mean,
Okay.
it kind of could work.
And welcome to the stage. Shut up, Granddad. It was like, yeah, Granddad, shut up, yeah. I could
I feel
see
like
it.
it wouldn't have suited us, but people out there,
I mean,
you're
you can
welcome
make
to
it work. You probably have to wear different pants.
different trousers.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd probably like you
can't
probably
get
wouldn't
away
be able
with-
to dress too cool. You'd have to wear lots of
Golfing trousers.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
like
tartan.
what are those golf hats
Preppy.
called that have the real short, flat
Like the
brim?
visor.
Exactly.
Yeah, kind of like that. That would be nice.
Yeah, yeah.
I do.
yeah.
I do have to share a story about Adam, who's in the audience today. When we were all showing each other, we had just discovered you guys. We were like, dude, the Kooks rock. You gotta listen to the Kooks. And I think we played probably Conk, probably like Always Where I Need to Be, or like See the Sun or something. And Adam was like, bobbing his head like, dude, these guys rock. And it was on a Friday in one of our classes. And the weekend happens, and Adam's like, dude, I've been listening to the Kooks, bro. I haven't been able to find that song, and they haven't really made a song that's as good as that one, but I like this other song. And he starts playing it, and it's just not great, really weird. And we were like, what the heck? And we look it up, and he's listening to The Kooks. It's just a completely
Completely
different
different
band.
That's so
Amazing.
funny.
Adam, this is not the band, bro. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
dude, I didn't know how to spell it. I was looking for it. I couldn't find it. So
That
then
is
we show him,
genius. That is
actually,
genius.
you guys.
We
He
should
was like,
cover it.
We need to.
What's it called?
The Kooks X
Cooks.
The Cooks.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we
Yeah,
need to get
yeah.
on tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I can
man.
see your confusion. But glad you found us in the end.
Imagine how they feel when people think they're the Kooks.
Oh, yeah. That's got to be really awkward. And they come out with some.
There was actually a Swedish band called the Kooks.
Oh, really?
Yes,
That's
and they
right.
got a bit. We didn't know this because we'd done all the kind of things at the beginning when we signed our deal, like to try and you do all the checks, and it didn't show up or whatever because I think they hadn't been active for a while, and but they got really angry, and they were Swedish, right? Like I said, and they turned up at one of our gigs, and they said they were just going to go on stage.
Yeah.
They were so angry that we stole
Yeah,
their
yeah.
name,
It
but we
was-
didn't know. Like,
yeah, it was.
No, they were quite confrontational online as well. They were like,
Really?
Yeah.
and the irony is that they would berate us and say, "What the hell are you doing? That was our name. We started that first." The irony is that like, kook in Swedish means the male genital, the member, if you will.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is
so-
it Sweden or is it not like
So it's
somewhere
really-
neighbouring? No, it is Sweden.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
but it's very hard to be insulted by a band that call themselves the Kooks.
The penises.
Yeah, in their own language.
You're like, for us, it means something a lot better, I think. Whoa, that's wild. Okay, so in England, you had the English people kind of roasting you, and then also half of
Swedes.
Sweden.
Yeah, we had some enemies.
We're up against it, mate.
We made it through.
What year was this in?
That would have been like 2006.
Okay, so
When
like
we,
right
yeah,
when
we
you
dropped
guys...
our first album 2006. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta ask because that first album I love.
Oh, thanks.
It's
mate.
one of my favorites. What was it like making that album?
Um,
Like, did you guys have a a big record label that was doing it, or like how did it kind of come to be?
Well, we were on a major label, but we had actually quite a small deal.
Okay.
So we didn't we weren't very hyped, which I think was quite helpful for the creative side actually. There were other bands that were getting a lot more attention, so we it wasn't like loads of like we could do anything, but we worked at Ray Davies' studio, which is one of our heroes from the Kooks, and we stayed at like a little Airbnb opposite with like builders and stuff, and like it was kind of you remember that
It's called the White Lodge.
The White Lodge,
and
it was wild.
The owner / manager was called Bobo.
Yeah,
and he was a really nice guy.
Bobo.
He was
I remember
lovely.
Bobo.
That was his name, and
you had to share showers.
we had to share shower. Well, not
like
literally.
It's like one of those places where everyone is like communal
And that's how
showers.
Seaside was written, just sharing
Yeah.
a shower.
So we were really on top of each other.
But the
Sorry,
eggs,
mate, go
the
on.
eggs were a thing, weren't they? We
Eggs
had
were a thing.
eggs like two. You got 2 boiled eggs every morning if you were lucky, if Bobo could be asked. And it was across the street from the studio, and I got an abscess on my neck. We were doing very late
Wonderful.
nights. I was 16 years old. I was just like a child, and we were having fun and playing music together, and it was exhausting and emotional.
It was
and
wild.
fun. And
Wow.
A lot of energy.
You're 16?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, my parents had to sign the record deal.
really?
Yeah, that was super not cool as a teenager.
Yeah. Okay, but you were still in high school. You guys were still in high school then.
I was the only person to finish college, actually.
Okay.
These guys,
Wow,
Maybe
but
with
were you
us.
guys
Thanks.
were you guys just like the coolest people ever?
Sorry.
That's right, talking to the mic.
Jesus.
No, okay. Were you guys like super cool in school because it was like, oh, we have the record deal, like, or no? Were people like jealous?
No, I was bullied massively at school, but I remember the bully. Should I name him?
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
want to name him.
We can always
Name
bleep it in
shame.
post.
Oh, this is America, isn't it? He's a very suitable name for a bully. And I was just like, he came up to me in Tesco's, which is a supermarket in the UK, and I was shopping with my mum, and he was like, oh, congrats on the record deal. And I just told him to fuck off. And my mum was like, you can't speak to people like that. That's incredibly rude. And I was like, you have no idea, Mum.
I'm a rock star now. I can do this. You're like, no, he's been
Basically. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so didn't have the effect that I thought it would.
What do you
Oh, it
mean?
was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. I mean, it like, of course, like people had a little bit of resentment because we were part of quite a few bands and stuff like that. But no, it was amazing. You know, we were all, and it was pretty soon after that we just shipped up to London.
Wow. Okay, so the recording of the first album, you guys have a new album that's out now. You guys can all listen to it.
Thank
Never
you.
know.
Exactly.
Thank
New
you for
one.
plugging.
It's freaking
7th album.
baller. What would you say is the biggest difference between making that first album and then this one now? I think I read somewhere that you produced it.
Yeah, I produced the album this
Yeah,
time. Yeah,
that's
which
so
was,
cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, it was really nice to do it ourselves, and because we've always worked with producers, and that's great for the psychology, and especially the past few albums we have brought. It's the kind of the new way of working in the past 10 years is really bringing the producer in as like kind of almost an artist as well. So you're really writing together a lot. But I think this time I just had this moment. I was actually on stage and I was playing Ooh from our first album.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking like the connection, and I was Ooh yeah. But I had this like weird moment on stage, and I was like, I haven't really written a song of my own for ages, and I spent 5 days and I wrote like these 10 songs and sketched them out. So I had this like complete vision of like doing like this kind of rock and soul album. And so with the production, it was really just about capturing the chemistry of the band. So when I came to the guys, I went, look, I've got this idea, let's just do it ourselves. I was a bit nervous because I was like, you know, it's a bit of a bold move really, but sometimes that just happens. It just kind of fell out of nowhere. And we went to the countryside just like did 4 sessions of just jamming, and then that kind of just ended up being the album. So it's a very spontaneous record. We just got like amazing guitar amps and just stripped it right back.
Wow. It was 4 sessions?
4 sessions, and then we did one at a posh studio, Peter Gabriel studio. So we
did a week.
We did a week
Yeah.
to finish it off.
5 sessions album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was quick.
Wow.
Really quick. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
That feels super fast, no?
It's pretty quick. Yeah.
Wow. And so, but your last album's definitely like much longer time period of
Yeah,
recording?
yeah, definitely. And especially, what was different, big difference was like the songwriting was done within a week, pretty much.
Oh.
There was one song that I wrote with Josh Lloyd from Jungle. We wrote one song that I thought really worked with the record, but the rest of it was like done so that's kind of like very different, because usually when you're doing an album, you know, you'll pull in you're working on songwriting for ages, and then you get like 30 songs and you whittle them down. So, you know, I hope it's good, because it was as if that's the songs that we had, you know.
Wow. Were there any songs that didn't make the album?
Basically, no.
Oh.
I mean, not that we recorded.
Dang, that's cool. I'm just trying to squeeze out like the extra unheard of songs. I'm like, I want them all.
Maybe a few demos. I'll send you some demos.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You want demos?
Yeah, that'd
I'll
be
send you
sick.
demos, mate. Yeah.
Okay, but what are your guys' personal favorite songs off the new album for our listeners to know to go check out the personal favorites?
I really like a song called "If They Can Only Know," which is quite nice. It sort of has some melancholy in it, which I like in songs.
The more guitar vibes.
There's some guitar, yeah.
Love the guitar on it.
Cool, man. It's very guitar heavy. I got to play a guitar solo on every song, so I'm in heaven. I'm just happy with that kind of. I think the guitar solo is something which has been put down by society, for good or bad. Discuss, but I think it's nice for us and bands in general to be picking that back up again. It's something to be celebrated. The humble guitar solo. There's nothing humble about guitar solo, but you know what I mean.
I think I love guitar solos because they feel ballsy.
Yeah,
They feel really like the guitarist is like, hold on, I
Yeah.
have an idea,
but they're like,
trust me on this.
But they're melodic as well. It's music, so they're written parts, and so there's a kind of just a sentiment to it. It's emotive. And a lot of our fans sing the guitar parts as well. It's really nice if you come to a Kooks gig.
Oh,
People are like, da 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 da.
yeah.
I do it as well.
Yeah.
Off mic.
It's really, but that's how they're written. I sing the guitar part before I make sure I can sing it before I play it. So it's a
Okay.
kind of a melody.
Yeah, I forget when it was, but my friends and I were jamming, and we at our high school we had this thing called the Sing-a-thon, and you got to like sign up and perform a song. And my buddy Finn and I, we did a Sofa song. And
Really?
Yeah, we both were horrible at lead guitar, so we just both played rhythm. But when that guitar solo was like we just hummed it.
There you
can
go.
do that, yeah.
There you go.
That's it. Well, it's hummable.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the whole idea. It's a kind of it's constructed. It's a constructed melody.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Keith Ledger that says this, but he's like, my guitar solos are not just like their one-off thing, like they support the whole song.
Yeah.
And like that's something that I find in your guys' music that I just
Yeah,
love.
yeah.
Like your guitar solos are great.
Well,
man.
yeah, it's like Richie Sambora as well, famous for it. Just John Bon Jovi, just having big melodic kind of staples, anthemic kind of guitar lines. We're not as I wouldn't say we're as kind of stadium as those guys, but there's more of a kind of British coyness to our music. But same principle, man. You know, people want to sing along and dance and lose their marbles at a gig, and the more melody, the better.
I love it. How often you guys play? I just gotta ask. How often you guys play "Do You Wanna"? Because to me, that's just
it's
the
just
song.
every gig. We didn't play it for a minute. But it's back in the set now.
Nice, I love it.
It felt a bit awkward at some points because you'd be sick. If I'm singing,
know you
do you
wanna.
want to? You just like catch someone's eyes. And you're like, I didn't mean it like that. But yeah, it's in the set. It's in the set.
All
It's
right.
a groovy one.
It's
We
so
do.
groovy.
We actually now we do this like quite mad psychedelic bit in the middle
Oh really?
when you come
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
Oh sweet. All right.
You want to
Goes
get on
to
and play guitar?
Yeah. What the heck?
How
we should just have you-
Did you get? Because I know you're a good rhythm player. Did you? Can you noodle now?
A little.
Yeah.
I'm getting better.
We should just
But-
get you up to sing the Sofa Song solo.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
for our
yeah,
gig.
I could kill that, dude.
Just
Are you,
like-
my falsetto's great for that.
Cut the music.
Put that bit of reverb and a bit of slap delay. That's gonna sound genius.
Yes.
There we go. All right, so I'm officially kook number 3.
Yes. Enlisted.
There we go.
There
I
you
love
go.
it. Gosh, I could just sit here. Okay, actually, I do want to ask. What was the story behind "Always Where I Need to Be"? Because that's the song that I first played for Xolo. I know you're out there somewhere, Xolo, feeling me talking about you right now. But that's one of his favorite Kook songs, and I know he would be remiss if I didn't ask you guys what's the story behind that song.
Yeah, the lyrics. I at the end of the first time I'd broken up with my girlfriend, like my childhood girlfriend, like
That's a big one.
teenage
Yeah.
girlfriend, so it's kind of about like I always thought I'd just be with her forever, and it's kind of like that particular song was about the excitement of like actually moving on, but like yeah, so it's like that, because you get through the pain and then you realize there's a whole world out there. Kind of thing.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's the excitement of after the pain.
Great tune, man.
That's so cool because that's such a niche moment in someone's life. Because that moment is it really is like a realization, and then you
Yeah.
go out and live your life. But it's
And
cool
being
to
a
have a song
teenager.
about that
Yeah.
little spark moment. That's really cool. Damn. I got to hear that in person, Xolo. Screw you. You got to watch it on tape.
I don't think anyone's. I actually don't think anyone's ever asked me that
Yeah.
in 20 years. What that song's about. That's funny.
I love it. Now that you guys are in LA, what is the best quantum physics moment you've had here?
Actually being here.
Yeah?
The story of being here is pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, that's very true. I didn't even think to tell that
mean,
story.
That's some entanglement right there.
Yeah, do you guys want to explain
Well,
how this kind of came to
I
be?
had these two things because I what happened yesterday, which we'll talk about. But last night I was like watching some like clips of stuff, and I saw this thing about the latest AI was asked about consciousness and about matter, and basically the answer it was basically asking what everything is in the universe, and it said the only thing provable is consciousness. There is no science that can actually prove matter. That's what the top AI said, right? And it got me thinking about this quantum physics stuff. They're kind of
Yeah.
discovering that maybe the universe is a quantum computer.
Yeah.
And so we had this moment yesterday where we're just listening to the radio, and we were trying to listen to a different station and somehow get onto this community radio station, KQBH. I know it's 101.5, amazing radio station. And they played 2 of our songs. So Terry calls them up, our promo guy, legend. And that led to us being here, which is just, and we could have easily not, because the connection.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Miss
but also
Carmelita, shout
Terry's-
out for picking up the phone.
Terry's twin was hanging out with you in Denver,
Yeah.
Yesterday.
And-
Detroit, like
yeah.
2 days ago.
Detroit,
Yeah.
2 days
This
ago.
is like wild.
Yeah.
So the universe has pulled like 3 or 4 different teams of people together for us to be on this sofa right now.
Yeah.
And that has been consciously thought into action on a quantum level or received. Is the brain a receiver of consciousness? Where does consciousness lie? Within us? Do we pick it up as a signal from another space?
There's something else out there that is the collective, and it slowly feeds out different things to us.
Do we borrow from consciousness and give it back when we
I
pass?
steal. I always feel very spiritual when I'm just listening to music. Something about music will feed into your soul, and it does. It feels like,
Transcendent, isn't it?
yeah,
It's
I don't know
weird.
what it is.
It can completely change your brain chemistry.
And venues are our chapels, aren't they? Like touring and theatres are like the kind of the
I like
altars at which we worship kind of live music and communities.
Yeah. We just talked about it. I don't know if it was off the podcast, but I got to see you guys at the Wiltern a couple years ago, and that one feels like this, like church opera area,
Yeah.
and it's so. I mean, it was great getting to see you guys in concert. You guys are also on tour, so everyone
tour,
gets to see you perform.
We're very excited.
Yes,
We're back on tour the US. Yeah.
I love it. So where can we see you? I don't want me to put you on the spot if you don't know all the exact
I
dates.
know we're playing LA 17th of June.
17th
Palladium.
of June.
New
I love
York,
Yeah, very
3rd
soon.
of June, Pier 17,
Yeah.
and everything in between.
Yeah,
Go
we're
to
gonna-
the
Portland.
Kooks.
We're gonna have a
.com.
link. Yeah, we're gonna have a link
Yeah.
to this episode. You can check everything out. You guys are gonna be
Thank you so
on
much,
tour
mate.
promoting the new album, Never. No. Of course, bro.
It's a thing now.
Yeah, so you guys got to check it out. Also, we will be doing a really awesome little giveaway competition contest where you, a lucky Lone Lobos listener, you get to win a concert ticket to the tour, and you get to see the Kooks live wherever you are.
Amazing. Yeah.
So, if you guys would like to participate into that, we'll have another little link in the bio for you to click on and do all of the contest rules and regulations and all that. But yeah,
T's and C's.
I'm gonna be there. It's the Palladium, right?
Palladium.
The Palladium on the 17th. I'm gonna be there. You can catch me on stage.
Gonna be humming.
Singing the solo to the song, or really any song you guys
We
want.
gotta do this. It's so good.
Big time.
Yeah, I love it. But yeah, go check him out in concert. I mean, I'm going to be there. Blake's going to be there. Adam will probably be at the Kooks concert. But maybe we can
Or in
steal it.
Sweden.
Yeah, or in Sweden. Or he will be in Sweden. He's going to be like, oh, what? I'm at the Dicks concert? Yes, if you want to see the real Kooks, the best Kooks, yeah, just check it out. We're going to put a link actually just right across the screen, right in front. Big old link. Yeah, right across the magic fingers. But guys, thank you so much for coming on from the bottom of my
Such
heart.
a pleasure.
Hey, man.
Thank you for
Brilliant.
the quantum physics, for the backstories, for
Appreciate it.
everything in between.
So fun.
Huge mega fan, so this was awesome.
Means a
Thank
lot,
you,
dude.
world,
Thank
for
you.
playing their songs at the right time.
Yes.
Amazing.
you.
Well, we'll see you
Appreciate
soon.
it.
We'll
Yeah,
in a few
see you
weeks.
on the 17th.
Come on.
Let's do it. All right. Ciao Bacalao, guy. Oh, I'm so sorry. We totally forgot to do one thing. We do something on this show, and I would love to invite you guys to be a part of it. We have a Lone Lobos song of the week. So we have a playlist that we'll add songs to.
Oh, nice.
So if you guys don't mind, I would love to. It could be any song. It's a song you guys like. What is a song you guys would like to add to the playlist for Song of the Week?
Ren, WREN,
All right.
and what is it? Your Friends Like Me Better. Great song. Great song. Good friend.
I love it. All right, Mr. Luke.
I don't know this song.
No,
Oh,
what's
can I
your
choose one as
song?
well?
Yeah, or no, you
I'm
have
gonna
to
check
sing
it
this
out.
song you don't know.
As friends you like. I'm gonna go Sweet Jane by the Velvet Underground.
Nice.
Classic. I'm a classic kind of guy.
Look at these guys are so damn humble. They have a new album out, and they don't even pick a song from the album. So
Sorry,
humble.
Terry. Sorry.
So humble these guys. I will do that. I'm gonna
God.
pick Never Know off new album.
Awesome.
That's
Thank you.
a great song off the album. Go check it out. It's amazing. Hey,
One
wanna
more
give-
thing.
Okay, one more thing.
We always do our shout out to one of our listeners.
Oh yes.
Yes. And this week's lucky listener is EVF, Salubrious Society.
EVF is a part of the Salubrious Society. How great is that? EVF, you fucking rock, and we love you.
EVF, we love you.
Love it.
You're
Woo! All right, guys. Thank you so much. See you later.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
This episode of Lone Lobos is a Lone Lobos production, produced by Monica Tamayo and JMKM, with intro music by Nicholas Gray. Like what you hear? Check us out on Instagram at Lone Lobos.